Is this thing on? Hello, hey, what's going on? I guess this is my new podcast that I'm going to be starting to record, or at least going to try to start to record. I don't know when this is going to go up. I'm recording this on a Saturday. Just got out of the gym. I am currently heading to the bank to get some money here. Anyways, let me introduce myself to all y'all that might not know who I am or what I stand for or any of the other shit. My name is Dylan. I'm from San Diego, California, originally. That's where I live currently. I've lived here my whole life. I currently just graduated from Sacramento State because, that seemed to be the only university that either wasn't San Diego State or one that would accept me. So that's where I ended up going to school. Got my BA recently. So a recent grad. I don't know what the terminology for that is, but yeah, I mean, I'm just a regular guy, I like going to the beach. I like, doing all sorts of stuff. I sound like a creepy fuck when I said that, but anyways, I'm like jingling spare change in my car. Like, that's how nervous I am about doing this fucking podcast or whatever the fuck this is gonna be. So yeah, it's me. I have parents, like everyone else has parents, I guess. Live with my grandfather currently. I'm hoping that it's going to change in the next year to 2 years, maybe 3, I don't know. I just got a job that I'm starting on Monday, and it's Saturday, so I have 2 more days of freedom until I start this full-time. I guess it's my first full-time job that I'm ever going to have, and I'm going to be working for the local cable company, doing tech repair and stuff like that. If your grandfather has or grandmother has a problem with their cable box, they call up the old cable company and I help them out. So that's what I'm going to be doing starting Monday afternoon. I'm going to have a 6-week training, and then I start probably in early mid-December. Starting regular shift. I'm going to be doing the late night shift, though, the graveyard, from 6 to 3 in the morning. So, I know, fucking brutal. Jesus Christ. I don't know how people do that shift. I mean, I think that shift has to deprive people of a certain type of melanin in their skin, because you think about, you go to work, it's 6 at night, especially in the winter time. It gets dark early. You get there, it's already dark, and then you leave at 3 in the morning and it's still dark because the sun hasn't risen yet. And then you're going to sleep, because I'm hopefully gonna get a gym membership after I fucking get this job, and hopefully get a gym membership and start fucking losing this fucking flab around my fucking waistline I've had for fucking 10 years. And then you go to sleep at 4:35. By the time you get home, the sun's barely coming up, and then you sleep until noon, and then you're just oh, okay, it's noon, and then I guess you try and go outside and get some melanin in your skin, and then you have to go to work, and it's 6 o'clock and it's dark again. So we'll see how this goes. I actually recently, so a little bit of backstory. Jesus Christ, went on that little fucking rant. My mother is Canadian originally, and her whole family. She has 3 sisters, and she's the oldest. And then her father is who I live with. He's the oldest of 3 brothers, and they're all from Canada originally. And so we basically have family on that side that's from every province of Canada except for Saskatchewan, which is, as far as I know, is no man's land as far as Canada is concerned. It's like the Nebraska of Canada. And then my dad's side, my dad is from San Diego originally, but his parents are from Iowa. Hence why I'm a big Iowa Hawkeye fan. The way I handle college football is I have a favorite team in each of the Power 5 conferences. So I have Iowa is in the Big 12. I have TCU in the Big 10. And then I have fucking USC in the Pac-12. I was tempted to go with Oregon or Oregon State or somewhere like that. All those teams are good, but I don't know, for some reason USC, they have a good film program there. I always wanted to go there because of the film program, but I just didn't have a good enough GPA or SAT score or whatever the fuck. And then in the SEC, down south, I like LSU, you know. I could have bandwagoned and gone with Alabama, but you know, those fucks down there in Tuscaloosa, how the fuck you say it? You know, just didn't want to hop on that bandwagon. But so and then what am I missing? The ACC, I go with the U, Miami. You know, I think because of the legendary fucking players that came from there, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I think Warren Sapp went there. A whole bunch of guys fucking went there. You know, I think I got everyone. I got the ACC, Big 12, Big 10, Pac-12, and am I missing one? I think I'm missing one. I got the Big 12, Big 10, SEC, ACC, Pac-12. No, I guess I got them all. So yeah, that's how I handle college football. My NFL team is the Seattle Seahawks. Used to be the San Diego Chargers, but they don't exist anymore because our fucking demon of a fucking owner and his fucking son, rest in peace to fucking to Mr. Spanos. Alex Spanos just died recently, but I shouldn't have said that, but just called him a demon. Gosh dang, it's a line at the bank. You know, like, there's lines everywhere now. It seems like even, like, driving on, like, a Tuesday at, like, noon, or, like, at 10:30 in the morning, there's still, like, people on the road. Like, I thought the unemployment was supposed to be at, like, an all-time low. And, like, I have people, like, driving around at, like, times when people used to never drive. They used to be at work, you know, in some call center, or being a plumber, or whatever the fuck, you know? Anyways, enough of that. So yeah, my dad's side's all from Iowa, except he was one of 6. He's the second youngest, and his 2 siblings right older than him, both died prematurely. One was in a car accident, and the other one committed suicide. And there's a whole backstory behind that, but I'll get into that, I guess, in a different episode or whatever the fuck. What else? I've traveled a lot, not on my own dime or anything, but you know, when my grandfather sold my great-grandmother's house in Toronto, he got a boatload of money, and his wife passed away in 2004. My grandmother passed away in 2004. She had a bunch of medical issues and stuff, and so he was kind enough to take his oldest grandson with him on all these trips. So I've been to 5 different countries. I've been to Canada, obviously, to visit some family up there, all the different provinces and everything. I've been to England. I have my mom's younger sister, so the second oldest. She lives in England, just north of London, with her son. I've been to France, been to Switzerland. We have some extended family in eastern Switzerland that we visited about 6 years ago. And I've been to Italy. So, you know, I've been all over the place. Next place I want to go is to the Caribbean. You know, just, you know, because I hear it. You see everything on these brochures and commercials and stuff. It's supposed to be fucking gorgeous there. So yeah, I'm trying to go and fucking do that. Come on, you fucking thing. I swear to God, this bank, like, it takes 10 minutes for the card to read, and then, like, you don't know if it's working or not. Give me a minute here while I enter my fucking PIN code. No, I don't want a receipt. I want to withdraw from my savings. Fuck, do I really have to enter the amount? Hop into the fucking... Okay, see what fucking happens. Is it gonna fucking tell me I have insufficient funds? Because some cunt fucking took my money out of my account without my permission. Take my card. Okay. Remove my cash. Alright, cool. God bless them. Yeah. God bless the banks. God bless them. Anyways. Where was I? I've been to a lot of places. I want to go to the Caribbean. I want to go to Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Puerto Rico. Even though they just got hit by fucking a hurricane and no one seems to want to help them out. Where else do I want to go? Maybe Australia. If I don't get bitten by a poisonous snake or kicked by a kangaroo. What else? Where else do I want to go? I want to go to a whole bunch of places, you know? Is this guy gonna go? Alright, thank you, sir. I know, it's early. It's fucking 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning. This guy's probably just getting his car. He's probably drunk at the bar last night or something. Yeah, I want to go all over the place. You know, I just want to explore the world, because apparently that's what you're supposed to do now before you have kids and get married and all that stuff. You know, you're supposed to travel the world. You're supposed to delve into different cultures and all this other crap, you know, that they fucking say you're supposed to do before you settle down. I guess that's the way they call it, settling down, because you can't do any of that stuff when you have kids. So that's what I'm planning on doing, you know. I'm planning on raising enough money eventually one day. My dream job is to be a film editor. I just watched... What did I just watch? Fucking The Dark Knight. Just watched that again recently. And I found out that the editor of that film is Lee Smith. He's an Australian film editor. And he's worked on all these different films. He's worked on The Dark Knight. He's worked on a lot of stuff with Christopher Nolan. Worked on Inception. Worked on all these great fucking films. And so I think he's becoming my favorite film editor now. And when people ask, oh, what's your favorite film editor? It's like, oh, I have fucking one for you. Lee Smith. Lee fucking Smith. No one would fucking recognize him in regular, you know, society. That guy was walking around grabbing a burrito. I bet no one even recognizes him. You know, doesn't recognize how much greatness that man has in him. You know, all those fucking people, sound, cinematography, no one knows. Everyone knows the producers or the director, but it's all those fucking people behind the scenes that fucking make the film. I mean, you have the director, yeah, he's yelling at everybody. But, you know, you have the people behind the scenes, the guy that's holding up the mics, the makeup fucking crew that make you look like you're not a fucking lizard. All these fucking people, you know. So yeah, that's what I want to be. I want to be a film editor. I kind of had to settle for this job that I'm in now, but actually, we just got back. Me and my grandfather just got back from Palm Springs. We went out there. He used to take his daughters out there right back in the mid to late 70s when they were all teenagers and stuff, and he used to take them on vacation every year out to the Spa Hotel in Palm Springs, which is still there. I think it's a casino now. It's off the main strip in Palm Springs. We went out there to visit some extended family out there who were on vacation from Vancouver, and ended up that my second cousin, so it's my grandmother's sister-in-law's son, had to look that up, ends up having really good connections with a couple different studios and stuff. There, especially a studio called Braun Studios, which is located right in Vancouver, and they have offices in LA and New York, and I forget where the other place was, Chicago or something. But ends up that he has all these connects, and so I sent him my resume and sent him sample work, and we'll see what happens. You know, I got me kind of excited, had a good time out there. Jesus Christ, all the fucking people out there. You know, all these fucking, I mean, no wonder there are so many pickpocketers, like, out in society, you know, because these people are just fucking clueless about their stuff. And then a funny thing happened, we were walking around with I guess it's my great aunt. We were all walking down the main strip in Palm Springs, and we walk into this fucking place. I think it's called Kiehl's. And, they specialize in, like, women's lotion and perfume and all that stuff. And we were fucking walking into this place, right? And this fucking guy is wearing a doctor's coat, and it has like the Kiehl's logo sewn on it. And I was just like, Jesus Christ! Like, I told him as soon as we left, you know, she was buying some lotion or something. I said, does that guy really think he's a fucking doctor? Like, he's fucking wearing a doctor's coat. Like, I was almost said, like, did you bring someone back from the dead? Like, you know, do you have brain surgeries that you operate on? Did you fucking save someone from a heart attack? Or fucking whatever the fuck else? Like, he's wearing a fucking doctor's coat. Like, how corny is that? To wear a doctor's coat to the fucking, while you're fucking working. I bet that guy just fucking hates his job too, you know? Just fucking wishes he could just go home and rub one out and fucking watch the game. Every day he's got to go to work with this fucking doctor's coat on. He's got to fucking go to work, get the money, you know, so he can pay his rent, pay his bills, keep food on the table, whatever the fuck else. So what else do I want to talk about? Football. I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan. That's where I had before. Seattle Seahawks fan. I was talking about sports. Yeah, I switched over to Seattle, even though they're a bunch of fucking morons up there, you know, running around flapping their wings and saying they're the 12th man. I still like the team. It was better than becoming a Raider fan. You know, all those people are painting their fucking faces silver and black and wearing gorilla masks and all this other shit. You know, and I didn't want to be a 49er fan because I, you know, just never grew up with the 49ers. What else? I didn't want to be a Cardinals fan. You know, I don't live in Phoenix. Who else is fucking out here that I considered Pittsburgh, but I just thought that would be too much of a fucking bandwagoner fan to be a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, especially on the West Coast. You know, didn't want to be that guy at the fucking away games, you know, on the West Coast, and he's fucking wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers fucking jersey, and he's fucking, you know, annoying everyone else. Have you ever seen those people, like, you go to a Rams game or a Chargers game or just any sort of home game, they always have the opposing team's fans there. They're always acting like a bunch of fucking morons, drinking all the booze and taking up lines in the restroom and whatever else. So yeah, I chose the Seahawks. I didn't want to be a Rams fan because they were always in St. Louis when I was growing up, and I wasn't alive when they were in LA originally. So, you know, I wanted to, you know, be on the West Coast still, but, you know, kind of, and I switched conferences because the AFC seems to always be conquered by the fucking either the Patriots, the Steelers. Like, the AFC South hasn't had a fucking, I mean, the Colts, I guess, won, but that was with Tony Dungy and Peyton Manning. What else? Fucking, Yeah, the AFC is just fucking bonkers to me. Like I had to get out of that conference, go to the NFC where it's more competitive. You have more fucking people, chasing the conference title. You have New Orleans. You have fucking the Giants are off and on good. The Cowboys, the Seahawks, the Vikings seem to be good. The Packers, the Rams seem to be coming up now, 6-0 and fucking chasing fucking an undefeated record. God, the fucking Rams defensive line, Jesus Christ! I used to play defensive line in high school for my local high school. I used to go to a performing arts high school, and I used to play ball for the local high school because that's what they allowed. They allowed you to play for the local high school instead of playing for them because they didn't have any athletic teams. And I used to play defensive line. Gosh, if I could fucking ever have this like skill or talent, like natural skill or natural. I mean, you can go in the gym and pump iron all the fuck you want, but there's something to be said about like the natural skill and talent of these fucking players. Ndamukong Suh, fucking Aaron Donald, those fucking guys. They're fucking like animals, fucking animals. And I decided to take a different road just because I wanted some solidarity in my fucking career. I didn't want to fucking risk everything trying to go into the NFL and then I end up fucking selling shoes or something. So what else? Oh, I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, I'm just a normal guy. Currently have a girlfriend that I'm kind of speaking to. I had girlfriends in the past that really didn't work out and haven't really had a long term anything. But hopefully this one works out, and we'll see what happens. Gosh, I'm only at 22 minutes. I don't know if that's long enough for a podcast, but I'm gonna try and get this thing up to an hour next time. I actually have to stop recording because I have to go do a couple things here. But hopefully this podcast will take off and have a good plight. If anyone knows what plight is, Plight. It means like a good outlook or whatever the fuck. So I guess I'll fucking see you guys next time. I'll try and put this on YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to get this on iTunes or anything. I'll have to fucking look into that. See what the fuck we can do. And then eventually I want to add a video portion to this too, but I don't know if I'll be fucking able to do that either. We'll see what the fuck happens. But for now, I'll talk to you guys later and see you next time. Alright, bye. See you later.